was another hard-fought match between these two teams. Sort of, obviously didn't go how I wanted it to go, but it was what I expected. As far as the result, who was going to win. Stevens was cleaner than us. They were able to control their hitting better than us and get a number of kills of digs that we didn't match, and that's pretty much what happened. And when you drill down a little more, some of our main hitters just didn't have a good match at all. And the top hitter in Stevens had a great match hitting. And in men's volleyball, at the end of the day, the team that hits the other one, especially when they get into the 30% range, they're going to win, as I said yesterday, about 90 to 95% of the time. So that's exactly what happened. And again, the team that forced the most efforts, the team that played the cleanest, ended up winning.
Was there anything that Stevens was doing that kind of led to those errors, or were they more mistakes in the way you guys were playing?
Just off the cuff, looking at it, the blocking schemes didn't change against our outsides. We were the guys who had the less successful game, or the less successful match. So the blocking scheme was the same. We really did not have a good hitting match from the left side of the court. And I say the match of the blocking setup that Steven has used against us the past 3 years really did not change. You always have to give credit to the other team, so they had a lot of digs of those guys, and as I say, they converted on a lot of it. And there were some digs that were really good, that if you're in the opposition, you have to say those were lucky digs. But no, there's no really luck, just are in position, and they were able to get the ball up and get a point off of it, and that, on top of everything, frustrates the other team, the opponent. And if you are making those plays against your top hitters, then that just gets the opponent, in this case Stevens, up and somewhat deflates us. And yeah, that's sort of what happened, because the serving was fine. The passing wasn't amazing, but it was good enough to win. We were able to run our middle and had pretty decent numbers from that area. So it should have been a better result because of that on the wins. So it was really, our left side really did not hit well today.
Connor, we talked yesterday kind of about the ebbs and flows of games and the little things mattering and kind of changing the tides of the match. How was NYU kind of able to right the ship a little bit in the second set, and what happened at the start of the third that momentum wasn't able to continue?
I think in the first set, Stevens executed a pretty well planned out serving game plan, and in the second set we were able to make a couple of adjustments. I think I took a few more balls. James really stepped up in terms of his passing. Excuse me, sorry. And in the third and fourth sets, Stevens was again able to mitigate the adjustments that we made and put us back, make us uncomfortable again.
And in that fourth set, Stevens kind of goes out to a comfortable margin, and then NYU kind of rallies in the fourth, forces a timeout late from them. Did you guys think that you had done the right things or were doing the right things to kind of take control back in that fourth set?
Yeah, I think any time that we can get a run going with any one of our servers, that definitely helps us feel confident. One thing that was coming in and out of that match was definitely our blocking, and I think in those runs that we had in the fourth set, we were blocking well, we were at least getting touches. All of the coverage around the block was great, and so we knew that if we could do that against this team, then we would have more success. I think that's what helped us when we beat them earlier in the regular season, and that helped us get those runs.
I mean, you weren't with us yesterday. We kind of talked about these kind of close, crazy matches with Stevens over the last couple of years. Is it fun for you to be a part of those games where, you know, every point matters and every kind of thing lives and dies with each play? Is that fun to be a part of?
Yeah, it's one of the most enjoyable teams to play, I think, for each and every one of the guys on the team. There are certain teams that are within our conference or out of our conference that some of the guys just absolutely hate the other team. That's just not the case with these two teams. I think between different points, like we would have guys that would be looking through the net, kind of joking around. Like everyone knows that each team is great at volleyball. We know they're right across the river. We're very familiar with each other. And I think it'll be kind of sad to see not being able to play, 2 matches every year in and out of conference. But yeah, it's been great in these past 3 years.
Coach, obviously we'll wait to see how the NCAA selection plays out, but if this is the final game of the season, what does this class mean to you this year, and kind of what are you hoping to build off of for next year?
Well, the consistency, we need to be more consistent in our play. We need to be a little more focused and secure on our talent. We have a lot of talent. We only had 2 seniors, so it's not like we're losing everybody or losing a huge class. Or most of these guys will be back, and the reason I say most is because I've always said that you never know between the last match of the season and the first match of the next season, 1, who's really going to come back, 2, who's really going to be focused on playing and might not decide to play, and 3rd, you can have injuries. But we still have the bulk of these guys, everybody who was in the court, with the chance and the potential to come back. So refocusing, knowing that we have a lot of talent, and just myself doing a better job, making sure that players have that focus in there and really consistently play at the level that we can have. And it's just that the talent level is there. It's a question of just bringing it forth and doing the job consistently that we can do. As far as the NCAAs, pretty much don't have the record to make it, but it is always a goal. And just to echo one thing, and I know it's not part of the question you mentioned, when the guys were saying, what Evan was saying, it's very enjoyable to play against Stevens. It's always a rivalry that has been around forever, and the guys know each other. We recruit in the same area, so the guys know each other from high school. There's a familiarity, there's a camaraderie amongst the teams and the guys. And when we play hard against each other, but afterwards the guys are talking to each other. They go out, they hang out. It's enjoyable, and good luck to Stevens the rest of the way. And to us, we'll be back. We'll be back strong. We'll be back hard. And we're just gonna work.
Thanks, guys.